Hello, good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? Good afternoon. If any doubt, let me know very quick because this will be the just 1 hour sessions. If you don't having that much doubt, okay. So let me know if you're having any doubt regarding the sessions and all those things. Okay? If you having any doubt in MERN, so let me know. Okay. Let me know what is the last topic that is covered here in your session. What is the last topic that is covered in last session? So promise all is the last topic. That is our methods of the promise is the last topic here. Or Patel Hemal, you having a doubt in a promise all? Promise all is the last topic. What is the last topic? I think backend started or not. React is started or React is completed. If anyone having any doubt, let me know. Okay. So guys, you learn about the method of the promises, right? Install Tailwind CSS is the last lecture. Okay, okay. Tailwind CSS with React, right? I think so. Okay. Suraj, you having any doubt? Okay, that is by mistake. No worry. So most of you are from UP2 and Gujarat, right? So if anyone having any doubt regarding any topics, okay, that is cover here up to the Tailwind CSS. Have you completed the hook in a React also? Huge effect, huge like that. Okay, okay, great. That means so we covered the whole front end. Now we will back to the back end, right? So in next session we will learn the back end. This is just a AMA session. Okay. So if you're having a doubt, I am here to clear that doubt. So let me know if you're having any doubt in any topic that is covered here. Of course, that you will learn. And that is a simple thing. Like you having a JSX, you already learn the JSX, so we will use a tailwind directly inside our JSX to design our website. Okay, so you will see something like color and height, not that much. You have to explore by yourself. That is a different library that is not included in the concept of the MERN, but you have to explore that thing, right? I have a doubt about the JS for the login button. Is doubt there, Adit, inside a HTML, or you are using React? So where is the doubt? Right? What is the error? Let me know. You haven't learned how to use event listener. I think you learn that things. If you completed the hook, that means that concept will be there, right? When you click, can try to walk, try to walk login button. Okay. Wait, I have to make an example to explain this thing. Okay. So inside a JavaScript or Reactor, let me know once. Aditya. Yes. Okay. So JS. I'm going to explain with the HTML. Okay. Wait. I will explain. Let me make one. So here. Okay, let me share the screen. I have not completed a login page using HTML CSS. Just but working in a login button is not properly working. You have to check some or like terminology like this. there will be minor mistake once check the name of your like the button. Like here I give you the example. Okay, I just try to make a login button. Okay, here is the logic. Inside this I make a login button simply, and on a click inside that, this is a event, right? On a click is a event. Okay, on submit is a event. So this is a predefined in HTML is one of a event. Okay, so here we are using event. When we click on a button, then we call login function. Okay, and I attach it with a button.js. Inside that I give a logic. Okay, so first I have to get element by user ID, like simulate the logging thing, and I am making logging function. So when you click on the button, okay, we will call this function, right? And inside button, what you try to use on the click of login, where you want to navigate it, or like with the password you want to match it, you have to write the logic like this inside this functionality. Okay, inside this login you will write any type of functionality what you want. Okay, if you like, you have to connect like this. This is the login. Okay, inside the login we are making a button. Okay, let me start first this thing. Okay, so this is a page I made. Okay, basically username. Okay, form, simple form. Inside that we having two things, password and name, and with that you having login, and we make a event. Okay, just check the event. On a click I am going to call login, right? When I will click, I am going to call the login. So if I inspect that, fail to load the resources because I haven't write anything, I don't have anything, that's why. Okay, there is a no responses. Okay, let's see this thing. If I like remove the comment. Okay, and this is ready. Okay, so if I remove the comment, this will be work. Okay, invalid username or password. So I am getting a responses. Okay, like that. So what is the your doubt? I'm not able to understand. Adit, what is your doubt? Actually using HTML, CSS and JS, but the problem is login button is not properly working. Okay, okay, I will give you the SS. Okay, to show me. Have you joined with the laptop, Aditya? Okay, I will give you SS. Share this thing with me. I will stop this first. Aditya, you haven't joined with a laptop? Aditya? Oh, that's the problem. You have to join with a laptop. After that, I will able to allow you to share your problem so I can help you there. Just join with a laptop as soon as possible. Okay. Any doubt? Anyone? Other guy? How many Abhishek is there? Three. Is all of you from North India? सभी लोग उधर से ही हैं क्या? ओके, रेस हैंड आदित्य मोदी के। आदित्य मोदी make it present. Okay, Aditya, you can able to say Gujarat. Yes, I will explain JS closer. Wait. Aditya, you can share your screen. You are ready. And also you can open your mic. Okay, share your screen, Aditya. Gujarat. Yeah, Gujarat and UP. Okay, so what is the problem here? Where is your button? Submit, right? Submit type, submit class, BTN, submit. Okay. Okay, so run this. Go live. Click on go live. Register and where you attach your script here. Scroll down. Where you attach that script in the index.html. Open that index.html. Yeah, scroll down. Where you attach script. Yeah, script.js. Okay. Now on a submit, your calling anything on a click of button. Not calling any functionality, right? On a click of the login. Just open script.js once. What is the function there? Okay. So add dot list, event listener, document loaded. Okay. So here you're writing basic logging in add dot event listener when they click on a submit. Okay. And now we're doing username user dot value dot rim, and then oh, you're checking admin. So what is the issue here? Open your mic, run this, open your browser. What is the issue here? Aditi, you can open your mic. I'm not able to see. You are shared only this space, only VS Code. Share the whole screen once. Wait. I'm going to check my setting. Okay. Share once again your screen. Now show me what is the error. Okay. Just try to click on a login. Invalid username or password. Please try again later. Okay. So here it is saying invalid username or password because there you given the open the VS Code, go to the script. Yeah. Here you provide a username, right? Valid username is only admin and password is 1234. Keep these ones there. Only admin is your username. Right there, only admin. 1234. Okay. You are simulating, you are not writing the logic. Okay, so this is the logic. It's okay, your code is okay, but you're not able to understand your logic. You have to understand this logic because see, you are writing only the email and password. You haven't taken it from your input. That is, we getting input, you are not taking that thing, right? So you have to take this. Okay, just think about that. How can I take that from there? Like you are taking that input to comparison. Same as that, you will like you can take that and you don't have a database, so you have to go for the local storage. So that is a different topic. You have to explore that thing by yourself. Okay, local dot storage, session dot storage, what I have to use for the login. So you have to, if you are like want to use only HTML, then learn that thing. Better that thing is move for the MERN and learn the React. Okay, learn about the React, learn about the hook, learn about the management. Okay, storage, state management system like Redux and context API. Then learn about the backend. Then you able to solve this problem, right? So this is okay. It is working. But your code is working. There is no problem. Okay, problem is in only the logic. So you're not that much ability. You will learn once we like complete the backend with the MongoDB, so you will know how to store that thing that is coming from and how to compare that thing. Okay, okay, you can leave now. Any doubt, Aditya? Okay, okay. Now, okay, she is asking about someone, Praveen. Okay, valid checkbox in the form which is how to validate checkbox in a. Let me cover first closer. My mic is off. Sorry, I'm saying something. So he is asking me, sir, can you tell me the important concept in a JavaScript to cover the syllabus? So there is a like no specific important. The whole JavaScript is important. When you're learning something like the MERN, you are using in the backend, also in the front end, both side, the server side rendering and the client side rendering. So you have to cover the whole syllabus of the Java, okay, JavaScript. Then you able to understand the MERN. Okay, many of you are like the student of the BTech of the third year and fourth year, right? Give me thumbs up. Many of you from third year and fourth year, second year, right? So yeah, you are from the first year. So that is the good opportunity. Cover the whole JavaScript, right? You like nowadays, company asks you the question at an advanced level, not a normal level. Okay. Okay. I'm going to cover a syllabus. backend and front end both side JavaScript is important. Okay. Many of the company like directly ask you about this thing, the whole JavaScript, the advanced level of JavaScript, and we are learning only the framework, so we get confused why he's asking that thing. But that thing is very important to learn. Okay, nowadays. Okay, let me make an example of oh, I forget to share the script. Wait. Writing the code. Praveen, you know about the lexical scope? You are asking about the closure. What is the lexical scope? You guys know? Accessibility of variable and function that location. Okay. What is the accessibility at a location? You know, you can you can say that. Okay, here I will write a code or like this. Okay, so what is the voice here? See, I have a function. Okay, my screen is visible, guys. It is visible. Okay, now see, I make a function. Okay, that is outer function and inner function simply. Okay, here I defined a variable inside the inner function, right, with the help of let. Okay, sorry, inside the outer function, and there is a function inside the, there is a inner function inside the outer function. Great. Now let me call the function. When I will call this function outer, I am calling this thing, right? And when we call a grid, will we call this inner function indirectly. That is the behavior of the our JavaScript basically. Okay. Now let's talk about this. What we are doing. So we are assessing this name. Okay. We are not defining this name inside this of functional. Okay. But this function is inside the outer function, the inner function itself inside the outer function. That means it having accessibility of the name variable. How? This is called closure, because if there is a function, okay, inside another function, so a inside function can access every variable every variable of outer function, right? So this is called a lexical scope. Actually, this is called lexical scope because the accessibility at that place. Okay, so it is lexical scope of this inner function. So it can assess the all variable, all thing that is available here up to in the outer function. Okay, so this is a called the closure actually. Okay, if I run this, I'm getting hello JavaScript, right? Okay, let's try this. Let me know if I define later something and sum is 10. Okay, and I will console log console clg. Okay, clg of this sum, right? So let me know what will be the output here. Sorry, let's remove this. This is your question, right? Yes, you can. This is your question, right? You can, Praveen. But how you define the closure here? That is itself it environment, right? It will become environment. Just call it outside to make a proper closure behavior. Okay, when you call it alone, then it is giving. You are not calling here. We already call it here, right? We are not calling this function when I calling this again here, right? At that point we are calling this function only, right? So that is not a like, if you're doing this thing, if you're doing this thing, that is not to come in a environment, that is like, that is encloses in an environment. So this is inside your lexical scope, right? So it is allowed, it is general thing. That means it is the same if I doing this, or I am doing another thing like calling only the function, that is the same thing. But when we return this function and we call this function itself only this function. Okay, now at this point I'm calling this one only, I'm not calling this one only, but still it having ability to assess this variable, right? So that's why it is called closure. Okay, that thing is not called the closer. Got the Praveen? Got the idea? That thing, you're saying this thing, that thing is, how can I add? Wait, Aditya, here we are not going to teach you SQL. Praveen, got the idea? Return function, inner function, return keyword with function. That is the same thing. Are saying this thing, you're returning here or return it here. I already told you when I explained the module. I think you are not present there. When I like teach you the module there, you already know this thing. So this is the same. This is the same. I already explained you module.js and common module. Module and common module I already covered in a year 6, right? So that is the same thing. What is different between that thing? Where we use a module and where you use common module. That your problem, you haven't presented. See, here I explain you. When we mention type module, okay, so we can return this, okay, return it here and import. We write import, right? We write import to import a module, right? But when we write, like when we write common module, because when we write common module, that we use only the node.js. Inside a node.js we use a common module. So basically here I am trying to run it with the node.js, right? So I will use only the common module, so you don't have to mention the module here, and that is the base of common module. Okay, so if I run this, see, I will remove this type. Okay, and stop this thing. I will run this page. Okay, I will inspect. I'm getting anything? No, I'm not getting anything here, right? Uncaught syntax error, that is import. But when I include that thing, okay, inside my HTML, okay, and here export, when I will give export, this is allow, right? This is allow. We are getting the output. Hello JavaScript 3 -1. So this is a module.js basically. Simple module.js. So that concept, if you return here or return here, the both thing is same. Okay, Praveen, there is no difference. But it got the idea about module, common module. I completed that thing also. Aditya, we having no responsibility. I can teach you, but we are not responsible for the SQL database. We are responsible for the MongoDB. Okay, you can search for that thing. That is a simple thing. Okay. Okay. There is question accessibility of a variable and function there. So please tell me about intensive interview question. Okay. Then see, the first interview question will be when we started, that is your introduction, and then they will ask you about first. They will start you. I'm going to tell only about today. Uh, the interview question of JS. Okay, so they might be ask you about intro first. On the basis of that, they will start your if they started HTML, it is okay. They will ask you some important question is like metadata and metadata, and metadata, and they ask you about the headers. Okay, then they ask you about the semantic tag. Okay, and semantic tag, semantic tag. Okay, this question or like mostly ask question in HTML. They if you they want, they can ask more like div and span. Okay, uh and inline container. Okay, what is difference between semantic tag and div, like that. Then if you're talking about a CSS, they will ask you about some properties. Okay, what is the properties, like that, and what is the value, key value pair. Like they, if you mention a color, the left side you mention a property and right side you mention the value of the property, basically. Okay. Also, in CSS, they will ask you about media query. Okay, how to use the media query, that is also a good question. And then they will come to the react JS, and in JS they ask you about let where const. So this is the first question, what is different between these three. Okay, on the basis of this, they make a flow of the interview. Okay, they will make the flow of the interview on the basis of your responses. Okay, basically. So let me know what is the let where const. Like, let me know the answer how you will explain on the basis of what. Okay, on the basis of what thing, what property you will define this thing. Come on, guys, reply in the chat. On the basis of what thing you will define the differences between this block scope where function scope. No, not, I'm not not asking one thing. I'm asking about on the basis of what properties, like what theory. The first thing you can define here on the basis, I already told you in that class, Praveen. I think you are not there. So here, reassignment, okay, and declaration, redeclaration, okay, redeclaration, redeclaration, okay, and on the basis of scope, then on the basis of hosting. Okay, so this is common thing. Okay, so they will consider you on the basis of this thing. Okay, if you are able to define these three things on the basis of this, so they will very happy, and your like theme of interview will be set. Okay, then the next question is lexical scope, closure. What is different between the normal function and the arrow function? Okay, and they might you ask you to resolve a promises or make a promises. Okay, like that. If they want to go deeper, okay, there is some experience level is interview, so they will ask you make a object inside that there is a method, asynchronous method, make a asynchronous, simple asynchronous method, and try to execute that method. Basically the simple is that. Okay, that is the question. Variable declaration is a hosting and is what? What you are saying? Try to read out the concept once again, Praveen. Variable declaration is hosting. How can you say? Let reassign but not redeclare. Variable declaration is a hosting and initialize is not hosting. But that concept is not called hosting, Praveen, actually. Variable declaration. When memory recognizes that process is called hosting. Okay, inside our memory, when it heap inside heap, when heap recognize our variable, okay, when it recognize it, then we called that is hosting. Variable declaration is not called hosting. Okay. Did you question? Yeah, I just explained once, Utkarsh, that try to make a object. Inside that there is a asynchronous method, and try to resolve that asynchronous method simply. That is very good question at an experience level. So this is the theme, Nancy. What is your name? Nancy? Nancy. This is your name? So this is the thing. This is the most important thing. Okay. Every interviewer start with this thing, with the freshers. And they might you ask you the fetch API, right? And they will also ask you about that I explained in ES5. I explained this thing, right? In ES5, they will ask you this JSON dot pause and JSON dot stringify. Okay, what is this thing basically? So first you have to, when you fetch some data, you have to do JSON dot stringify, and then we basically can do JSON dot pass. So when we it is coming anything, it will be making a string, right? We don't know what is coming from there, so basically we can use this stringify. Okay, so now we know this is only give us a string, then we pass that string into the object basically. Okay, just learn about this thing. This is also important concept, and this thing all also important that they will ask you this arrow function, spread and rest operator, yeah, template literals. Okay, what is the advantage of template literals as per the normal string? Okay, let and const, it is coming in a ES6 basically, and they will ask you about the module also. Guys, I'm going to explain anything. Any question? Wait for a minute, I will explain for each. Okay, I'm coming. Just But there is some doubt. What is your name? Clothing? Clothing will not belong to the. Okay, for each, right? Okay, so basically, for each is a predefined loop. Okay, if I explain this thing here, okay, so we close this thing. This is visible or I have to zoom it? This is visual, guys. This weird code. Give me the thumbs up, or I have to zoom it. Okay, visual. Then it is okay. Rather than I will zoom little bit. Okay, yes. Okay, so if I having a array, okay, like I define a array like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anything. You can string anything, and then I will write array dot for each. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of the for each. Okay, let's talk about this. So this is one method. If I open this, okay, so you can this look at this. This is a basic structure inside a array interface. Okay, this is a simple structure that take a value, and second it will take a index. Okay, and then it will apply on a array. This is our basic structure. Okay, let's back to there. So here we will write array dot for each. That means we are calling that function basically. Okay, basically it is a method of array interface. We saw that interface, and here we having a, this is what, value, and this is a index. Simple. Okay, then we use arrow function. Okay, inside that we are just, you have to define the thing. So here I am printing index and element with that. Simple is that. Okay, so with that thing we get both element and index. Okay, as per the, if I talk about the normal for loop. Okay, normal for loop is look like this. Okay, so here we are traversing on the this whole array. Okay, like index 0, and then we are printing that assessing element like this. Similar is that this is happening by for each itself. Okay, we don't have to write this expression. Okay, it will be the handle by the back end of the for each. Simple is that. Okay, so this is a structure of the for each. Okay, and for each is directly not available for the object. Okay, it is the method of the our array only. Okay, it is not applicable for the object properly. Indirectly you can use. Okay, many of you can use indirectly but not directly. Any doubt in a structure? Any doubt? What the idea about for each? Here, simply you will give the element index any what you want, like only if you want to give E, give E, then mention same thing here. Okay. Any doubt, Praveen, up to this? You know about the structure now? So first you have to write array dot for each. Okay. Call the method and then inside that functionality write your logic. Okay. That is a similar of the for loop. Okay. And this is a already controlled. You don't have to write this expression. This is already controlled by the backend of the for each functionality. Okay, let's run. So you are getting element like this. Okay, you are getting output first from the for loop up to the 10. Okay, and then we are getting the same thing from the for each. Okay. So there is a one more concept you have to learn that is a favorite question of interviewers. Okay, what is different between the for each and the map? There is also one functionality left, that is a map. So I will write when something. Okay, so here you have to write I will take some const. Okay, and we will take any okay, any variable, and we will write array dot map. Okay, and then console dot any. So what is basically different between the structure of the both thing is same as a value and same as a, like that we are getting a index, but what is the basic return? So basic thing is for is not returning anything, right? But our array here will return this thing. Okay, will return something. Okay, return a value. And here we are assessing this element only. Okay, we are not making any copy, but here it will create a new array with the value of this array. Okay, and then it will return. We are assessing only the array with the help of the for each, but it will return whole array. Okay, it will copy the whole array and make a new array, and it will traverse on the basis of that array, and it will return a value, but for it's not returning anything. Okay, so that is the basic difference. So both structure is the similar, but here it will return and it will not return. Okay, we can write this like this. Okay, in a one line, and remove this thing. Oh, okay. Just remove this thing. Okay, so you can write this thing like, okay, remove that word also. Wait a minute. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it was okay. Oh, right, this thing like this. Okay. So in one line, we can write this thing. So this is a basically a basic difference between the for each and the map. Okay. The structure is the same. The use of both is the same. To iterate over the array, the basic different. It will return a new array and it will not return anything. Okay. Got it, Praveen? Any doubt, Praveen? Or anyone having any doubt regarding map and for each? Any doubt, guys? Am I audible? If don't having doubt, give me the thumbs up. Okay. So this is a basic concept, and this is also one thing, Nancy. They will ask you for each and map. Note this. Note this thing also, guys. This is also the favorite question. One of what is different between the for each and the map. It's any doubt anyone having regarding any topic that I have to revise, or we can wind up any. If you having doubt, ask me. I will explain that thing. Rather than we can wind up. The second option is that. Okay. You guys got the email regarding the youth project, or you haven't got that thing? Okay. So mention everyone, not sir. Okay, mention city. Mention everyone your city. Regional city, not the college city. I want to know where are all you from. Surat, Bandra, Andhra, Mumbai, Amreli, Mahshana, everyone. No one is nearer to me. I'm from Varanasi, guys. Rajkot, Patna. I'm from Varanasi. Mahshana, Bhuj, Patna, Udaipur, Sangli, Bhadohi. हरे कृष्णा. इस्लामपुर. मैं डर गया. इस्लामाबाद. इस्लामपुर. उत्तर प्रदेश. Yeah, I know Krishna. Just few reply, guys. Mention your city, everyone, so we can know. Rajasthan, Dosha. Okay. Ahmedabad. Most of you from Gujarat, I think so. We'll get soon. When we start the backend, you will get the idea regarding that, Khosi. And don't worry, you will get a mentor on the basis of that also. Okay. On the basis of your project, you will get a mentor. Okay, specific mentors. So they will help you to make a project. Your team help you. Your team. There should be team. Yeah, there should be team. So they will help you, the mentors. Okay, when we completed this thing, then you will get an idea about your project and what is your team name. Many confusion here basically, because we don't know many of you from the same college. Many of you from the same college. You see, there is many one. Okay. So if you guys from the same college, I hope you will get the same group. Okay, and the choice of project by yourself. Okay, there will be the choice. 10 to 15 project will be there. You have to choose one project among them, and you have to build that project by yourself. Ganpati University. Asad. Okay, SVIT. Yeah, there is three VIT. VIT Vellore, VIT Vefol, and SVIT. SVIT, I don't think is a branch of VIT, right? That is different, I think so. VIT Pune, yeah. Okay, Ganpat University. DY Patil University, Pune. Okay, you are from DY Patil University. I was there few week ago, I think so. Oh, I think in DY Patil University we are there to teach. SQL to the I think Capgemini students, like the new fresher who join the company corporate. We will there to train them in SQL. SQL to 3 years. No, they are not a student. They are the fresher of the Capgemini. I think so. That is the external program. I think that is during the holiday. And now this is from the SQL also. From the student also. The next time will be. Yeah, that is for today. If you having doubt, you can ask, or I can bind up. Any doubt, guys? Anyone? Or we can wind up. If you think we can wind up, give me the thumbs up. If you don't having doubt, give me the thumbs up, or I can explain some concept. Okay. Okay, everyone. Bye bye. Having a good day. Thank for joining the session. I hope this is a very interactive sessions. Okay. Let me check once there is a feedback link or not. Okay, thank you. There is nothing for today. Okay, that's it for today. Bye bye.